07 and greetings, guys. Welcome to Frameshift Live, episode 4, Bruce,
Number
of the newly christened Frameshift Live. I'm Arthur Tommy, community manager here at Frontier, and I'm joined by the ever wonderful Bruce Garrido. Hello, Bruce. How are you?
07, everybody. I'm doing really well, thanks, Arthur. How's it going?
Yeah, good. Been a very, very busy week for all of us this week. So we'll talk a bit more about that later on. But yeah, this is a show, basically, if you have just tuned in. It's our new format, so we talk about all things Elite Dangerous. So we'll have any development news we might have for you. We'll have a lot of community news, and then we'll do the gameplay. So in the past, we used to do 2 one-hour shows. Now we're doing 1 2-hour show. So that's kind of our new format to allow us a little bit more breathing space, and we've needed it this week to do this sort of stuff. So that's a show overview. We also have Twitch drops, which is something, Bruce, you've been working on. So do you want to talk through Twitch drops and how they work? Because there has been a change now, hasn't there, from the new ones?
Yeah, that's right. So now we're in March, there's new Twitch drops available. If you tuned into the first 3 episodes, you might have picked up the spring paint jobs for the Type 9. But before we talk about the new ones, I'll give everyone an overview if this is your first time here. Twitch drops are enabled on every stream, so every time you watch, you'll be working towards getting some exclusive cosmetics. At the moment, it's paint jobs from the spring collection, as well as a purple set of various cosmetics. So there's the Ancestral Tattoo Pack, the purple flight suit, the purple SRV and Fighters, and Explorer nameplate pack, purple weapon and engine colors, as well as a passenger nameplate pack, and then the vibrant purple paint job and wings nameplate pack. That's all stuff that's going to be year round, so it's kind of like a welcome pack, if you will. Starting out at 30 minutes all the way up to 4 hours, you'll pick up those things in stages just by watching the show. And then we're also going to have seasonal drops that I've just mentioned, which are the spring ones. So after the first hour of watching this month, you'll pick up the Diamondback Explorer Spring Calm, which I think our producer Adam is about to show on screen. Last month it was the Type 9, but now we've moved over into the final part of the spring collection, so there it is. I think that's the calm version of the paint job, and then we've also got the lax one, which we'll be able to claim at the 2-hour mark.
Bit of flower power, love it.
Yeah,
love it.
Very flowery, these ones. There are also, I'm going to give a few seconds of these on the screen just to appreciate them. I really like these. We've also got equivalents for sale on the store, which are the Serene and Tranquil versions. So I think the Serene version is the one that's blue and pink and should be showing on your screen right now. These are available for purchase for the other ships as well. So the spring paint jobs are on the Anaconda, the Phantom, Diamondback Explorer, as you can see, and the Type 9. So if you wanted to pick these versions up, this and the pink one, which we're about to show, which is called the Tranquil, those are on the store now.
Some people are asking about some Anaconda love for the Twitch drops. I'm sure there is some later on in the year, right, for claimable Twitch drops. Is it summer?
That's right. So there will be...
no spoilers. No spoilers. It's going to be the Anaconda.
May as well drop the spoiler now. Yeah, so there will be some available for the Anaconda as a drop in the future. Hint, hint, it's now going to be for the next season. So look out for that. It's not even a problem.
Inside Bruce is raging. I've just given away, so don't tell anyone anything. I won't say a word.
My intricate plans have been spoiled. No, that's absolutely fine. But if you wanted to get your hands on one of these seasonal paint jobs already for spring, then yes, there is a Serene and Tranquil version on the store if you wanted to pick that up. To claim these, like I say, you just need to accrue watch time and they'll automatically be earned on Twitch. I think previously there was some confusion where for the seasonal ones you had to claim them physically on Twitch and then move to the site, but now you're just going to accrue all of them automatically, no problem. You will need to claim them once they appear on Twitch and then go to the site to claim them again, and then they'll appear in-game. To do that, make sure you've headed over to twitch.frontierstore.net/elite just to link your Frontier and Twitch accounts so that you will be accruing the time. We'll give a reminder throughout the show for anyone who joins a bit later on, and also for anyone who wants to hear those details again. But the important thing is link your accounts on twitch.frontierstore.net/elite and then head over there to claim after they appear on your Twitch screen. If you're watching on YouTube, great, we're very happy to have you, but sorry, there's no equivalent for YouTube.
That's not us thing, that's a them thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do. There's no mechanic for us to deliver that via YouTube or Steam, so do apologise for that. It's not on us.
Yeah. So there you go. I think that covers everything for Twitch drops.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some questions in here asking about the partnership program we spoke about. That's still in the works. Once we have more details on that, we'll go into that. It should be in the next couple of months, working through a few things, but essentially what that will mean is we're going to start a partnership program which people will be able to apply for, and if you are successful, when you're streaming Elite, we'll be able to gift you very similar sort of paint jobs, but they will be unique to that partnership program, so you'll be able to then watch other streamers playing Elite Dangerous, and watching them will also garner you some exclusive Twitch drops. So we are working on it. It's not gone away, and things just take a little bit of time, unfortunately, so we're going to go through that. Also, a lot of people are upset, Bruce, you're not in double denim. I'm upset you're not in double denim, although our green screen shenanigan denim's quite heavy, and I think that'd have been too much for me. Too much, Bruce.
You're already struggling.
You're all man. There's a lot to lift there, Bruce. I think you're like dense. Is the you're not intellectually, obviously. I mean, like, you're quite solid. Like you're deceptive, like mercury. I think you're made of mercury. So like you're heavier than you look, and you look quite slim. So this has got very awkward now, chat. So I'm gonna try and segue my way out of this beautifully.
I saw someone actually just quickly on the Twitch drops again. For the purple ones, your progress will reset every month, so they are available year-round. Mm-hmm. But if you want to pick up all of them, you'll need to watch those 4 hours within the same month. Sorry about that. It's just a feature of Twitch where we can't have the same set expand past 1 month. So if it does move over now that we're in March as opposed to April, if you were, say, halfway through those purple ones, then yes, I'm afraid you're going to have to start again from the 0th hour. But fear not, we're going to be streaming 4 times this month on the 7th, 14th, 21st and 28th for 2 hours a pop, so plenty of opportunity to pick all of those up.
Also, I think remiss, we haven't said 07 to anyone in chat, really, and we haven't done that before, so we should do that, really. So 07 said people there, so Manic705, Mouth of the Wind, Rusty Dog, Cal Renards says I should be in the captain's office. We do have a few other locations we will be moving towards. I'd say, well, we should have been in the bar, but I moved us, so...
Well, we're at the bridge at the moment. I feel like the bar is maybe where we move to later when we've relaxed into it a little bit.
Oh, loads of OSMs. We got, oh wow, Reenie's in there, Real Soviet, Blood Spades, Commander Wilkie, Savannah, Commander Crane, Windigo, Elvis. Oh, it's flying past. Oh, there's lots of OSMs. Lots of love to you. Thank you so much for joining in. I can actually see, we've got the restream thing here now, so I can see all the chat, which is great. So I can see everyone now. So, but it is moving pretty quick. So, OSMs, thanks for joining with us. Hope you enjoyed the show. Okay, so let me just scroll down on the show notes you have very carefully prepared, Bruce. So there is a section here. So one of the questions we know you're very keen on answering and having news about is the commander transfers. I said this last week, we are looking at this. It's a very complex thing that the team are investigating. When we have news on this, and I'm hoping it'll be soon now, we'll give it to you. But at the moment, there is no more news other than we are investigating it. Once we do have the answers, we will give them to you in full and make sure we're aware of what we can and what we can't do. But it is something they're looking at. So as soon as we have that confirmed, it will be communicated from us to you. So apologies, you're still waiting. I know you're eager, but as soon as we know, we will tell you. At the moment, things haven't changed. You can still carry on as normal with your console profiles. So don't worry about that. You won't lose that stuff. So keep going. And then as soon as we know about the transfer system, we will let you know. Okay. So what's next? So it's GalNet. So I'm going to read now. Full context here, chat. You may or may not know this, and it's pretty obvious when I'm on. And we've had a very busy week. And a lot of the team are out doing various projects at the moment. So it's pretty much been Bruce, Paul, and I this week, doing a lot of different projects and a lot of different things. So sorry if this comes across a little bit not rusty, but we're going to have a bit of a chill one today. We're going to do some missions later on. Bruce will probably kill me at some point. But so we've been very, very busy. So apologies, it's not as in-depth. We're going to go into some GalNet news. And I'm going to take the first one, which is the Riorte system remains allied. Okay, so the Pilots Federation, this is what I was doing, wasn't I, in the Type 9?
That's right.
Type 9 was in the Type 9? I gloriously couldn't park it.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So
the Pilots... Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, yeah, this is a direct result of the actions that...
I took.
You took, yes, you specifically, and everyone who contributed to the CG. Following the way it went, yeah, this is the result.
I mean, it says everything in here about it being aligned, pro-Alliance League success over the Riorte Mining Coalition. But there's no mention, Bruce, of what happened to my 3 leathery eggs that I dropped off at that space, that mega ship. No news. I'm very disappointed. I mean, they don't seem... It was Easter. I left them 3 eggs. Nothing. Not even a thank you note. So yeah, anyways, the Chief Administrator, Louisa LeBlanc, proclaimed, "I am deeply grateful for all of those who helped convince our people that Riorte's future is more secure with the Alliance. We look forward to working alongside Cirrus Corporation on increasing defences against the Thargoids." Why would you want to get... There's nothing wrong with Thargoids. They're just peaceful space flowers going about their business.
Well, there are some who feel that way. I know a few members of the community who would agree with you. But yeah, the story here really is the massive mega corporation Sirius has won out, really.
What's wrong with that? It's just nothing wrong with a mega corporation. They all sound... even the name sounds nice. Anyway...
We'll see how that pans out.
We'll see how that one pans out.
The day after that, Hudson. So the headline that came after that was Hudson contravention vote is suspended. So this is to do with the federal Congress temporarily postponing making a decision on whether to extend presidential term limits. Obviously, Mr. Zachary Hudson is
nice guy.
Very comfortable where he is at the top of the Federation.
Earned his position there, Bruce. I think you'll find all legitimately.
And he would like to continue sat in that seat for a bit longer than is traditional, let's say. So he's proposing to repeal the 77th Amendment. I mean, who keeps track of all of these amendments?
I love democracy.
Of the Federal Accord, which specifies that a president can serve for a maximum of 8 years. If approved, he would become eligible for re-election in June 3309. So let's see how that goes.
Oh, our former, forever boss man, Mr. Antonacci is in the chat, and he says Zach Hudson has a great name. First name, I'm assuming, Mr. Antonacci, Don Antonacci, actually, so get that right. So good to see you. Hope you're well. Okay, so the last piece of news we have here, I think, on here is in April, the Marianists host a public referendum. So the population of the Marianist colonies will vote to accept or decline the offer to become an imperial protectorate. Emperor Arissa Duval's proposal aims to build links between the independent colony systems and the empire, from where the Marianists originally fled as political refugees in 3306. There we go.
There we go.
So Arissa seems all right.
Yeah, it seems okay.
She seems okay. She seems like a nice one. A nice one. Like, you get what you see. She seems nice, she says nice. Well, I think we all know he's not nice, right? I mean, come on.
Honest Zach.
Honest Zach. I mean, we've got Zach Antonacci, we've got Little Zach, and now we've got Honest Zachary Hudson.
The trifecta.
The trifecta. All the Zachs. Right, okay. So then we move on to the community goal results, which we kind of touched on, to be fair, a little bit. But these are the special community goal results, right? So
yeah, that's right. So the previous CG has had its impact on the story already. And the one that has just ended today, we're going to talk about the results from. So it was the Taurus Mining Ventures trying to pick up some space rocks that they claimed had some radioactive properties that they were interested in investigating. In addition to that, I believe it was on the Friday, the mysterious entity known as Salvation took another opportunity to call upon and coalesce their previous supporters for a hidden initiative which involved the collection of Guardian artifacts.
That sounds important.
It does sound important. I wonder what's going on there. Commander Alexix says Salvation is going to get us all killed.
I don't think so. Come on.
Draenei Boy says Hackery Zudson. Interesting.
Nice.
If true. So yeah, on this last CG then, so the Taurus Mining Ventures CG reached tier 3 out of 4. Well done, everybody. And the hidden CG involving Salvation reached 3 out of 5. So congratulations and well done to everyone who took part in those.
Yep.
I believe we actually have a nice table now. Of the top contributors from each. So would you like to read out some names and congratulate?
I'm going to take some of the easy ones. I'm going to take
Okay,
Jean
sure.
Milan. Congratulations there. Sylph? Shive? Shile? Shilf?
Shilf?
Shilf? Shelf? Shilf? Shilf? Namix, Eternal Dreamer, Eralm. Yeah, there's a lot of people there that I can't say, and they have been very good at this. Commander Warbot, there you go, there's a name that I understand. Yeri-san, Elenoth, Sink Mercy. You can take the left-hand side there if you want.
Yeah, Bruce. Sure. So for the quote-unquote main CG from Taurus Mining Ventures, in first place we had Sionmel.
Nailed it.
Getting the silver was Zandwich.
Good name.
Then we have Ava55 picking up the bronze. And from there we have Zengineer, Ice Cat, Tyron Elite, Blomberg, Rodnaris, Namix.
In both.
Namix there as well. Yeah, really committed.
Ah.
And then Alt Rucker as well. So well done to everyone on both sides there.
Particularly Namix. Good. Well played.
Reaching the top 10. Yeah, Namix super committed. Well done.
So we go, and just for my own interest, and I have a vested interest in this at all or any part of it, but can I get a yes if you think Salvation's a good person, or a no in the chat? Yes or no? Just a good person.
The last time we asked this question, it went one way. Before we look at the answers, I just wanted to call out Gino Garin saying Namix is going to get us all killed.
There's a lot of people saying no. There's a few yeses, a few impassioned yeses. I like that. There's a maybe. I like that. There's a maybe sitting on the fence there. I'm guessing that might have been Namix in the chat. I'll do both. I'll just play both sides. That way I can just claim it was fine.
Hedging their bets.
Some says they are a Thargoid. Interesting. Is Salvation even a person? Another good question. Someone's put yay and nay. Commander Taz says we're all doomed. I mean, there's a lot of things are okay, aren't they?
Someone here has said lawful neutral.
Yeah,
lawful,
lawful neutral. Lawful. I'd struggle with
so.
the lawful thing. Is probably
they're more chaotic than lawful.
I don't know. Maybe it's from a certain point of view, as a Jedi once said.
It's all perspective, isn't it? Yeah.
It's all perspective. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Right. Okay. So I'm saying it's Elon Musk. Right. Okay. So next one I think is the calendar highlights. So so this is, if you haven't used it before. This is our community calendar, Little Zach. We like to call him Little Zach, although he's not little at all. But I think it's because I met all of you via Teams, so right. Everyone was. I had to kind of guess.
I
assumed he was tiny,
small.
And that stuck with him. I think, and that's unfortunate because he's not tiny at all. But Little Zach created the community calendar. We got some highlights from this, do we not, Bruce?
Yeah, absolutely. So for anyone who doesn't know what the community calendar is, and I think we're about to show it on screen now, Zach has put this together with the web team, and it's on our website, elitedangerous.com. I believe it's /community/events or !calendar. If you're on Twitch, we'll give you that link. This is just a place to share any community events that you're either holding or just to see what's going on in the community. Say you want to take part in something, you want to do some group play sessions together, then check this out, see what's on, and we're just going to talk through everything that's coming up this month. Obviously, a few of these have happened already, but in terms of what's coming up.
So we've got on the 9th and the 10th, and we have a PvP, on-foot PvP conflict zone day by EOFCC. Start time is 10 a.m, end time is 10 a.m. Yeah, okay, fair enough. 24 hours, go for it. Locations to be announced. So welcome all of the elite on-foot commander community, 24 hours of PvP conflict zone event. Come try your combat skills against other commanders in a casual and friendly atmosphere. So that should be fun, entering the conflict zone. That'd be quite good because you can just keep respawning, go back down, and you haven't got to die and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? So that'd be good. That'd be a nice one to do.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. There are a couple that are actually, they've started but are underway and sort of lasting for a couple of days, so there's still time to join in. We've got the Endurance Expedition. The location of that is LHS 6309. This is an exploration into the Deep Blacks. They'll be hitting up Colonia, Sag A, and Beagle Point. There are 3 cross-platform commanders, so there's Commander Dim 3 Bar, Dirk Hatch, and Richard Campbell, and their carriers will be making a journey out into the black. For any of these things, by the way, just head over to the calendar. You'll often find more links and information and ways to get involved as well, but obviously we'll read them out if we see them. Besides that, starting on the 8th, so tomorrow until the 10th, we have the D2EA, that's Down to Earth Astronomy North Star Weekend Getaway. So that's the name of Astro's fleet carrier. Start time is 7 p.m. GMT +1, ending at 400 hours p.m. GMT +1. The location is LP 547-159 on the D2EA North Star. Like I say, that's their fleet carrier. Join them to check out some lightning clouds before heading out beyond the galactic plane to see the galaxy as you've never seen it before.
Nice. I also have one here. This is on the 16th of April to 24th of April. It's the Wiccan Beware race. It's a rerun of the Buckyball Racing Club's 3305 Wiccan Wear time trial race, but this time with speed tunnels and added danger. Oh, hosted by Sulu. Oh my. So right, that's pretty cool. And that's 16th to 24th of April. Start time 12 a.m. GMT, end time 11:59 p.m. There's no location for that, but I'm sure that'll be updated. But again, check the calendar for this. And then there's one on the 30th of April. We have the Belligerent Discoveries Expedition, starting at 8:30 a.m. GMT. Location is Tolan, and it's exploring the unknown, Colonia, Sag-A, Beagle Point, and more, led by Commander Digital Mind and his carrier, the USS Minbari, on a 6-month or longer journey into the black. The journey begins on April 30th at 2:30 a.m. UTC, launching from the Tolan system. Our initial leg of the journey is from the Bubble to Colonia using the new Colonia Bridge, which many commanders helped build. So that's super cool. A lot of stuff going on there, and that calendar will continue to populate with community events. I guess now's a good time to talk about these mugs that we have on the table, because these got sent through. These only arrived today, actually. So thank you to the Fatherhood who sent these across for the Lost Souls expedition. It's really, really cool, actually. It's got our names on it. We've got the really cool sort of expedition logo on it. Now, I've been asked a lot of times, and I've seen a lot of people want to have decals in the game and stuff like that. I'm looking at that and seeing how we can go about doing it. I'm not sure how easy or hard it is. In my mind, it could be pretty easy, but I can't speak for dev or what else entailed. Let me look at it, let me find out, and let me find a fair way of assessing how we get them into the game, because I don't want to do the whole, I'll give to one, not to another. I want to have a fair way of doing it. So let me look at it. No promises, but let me see what I can do. But yes, thank you very much for the mugs. That's very kind, and we're always super grateful for all the stuff that gets sent in. So that's really, really cool. Bruce, you've got something, speaking of cool, something else to show that's quite nice and quite different.
Yeah, so...
And explain this properly for me, because I'm an old man, so explain how this works.
Sure, so anyone who frequents reddit.com, that's like a forum place where people talk.
I know what Reddit is, Bruce.
Okay,
I mean,
sure.
I meant as in like...
So anyone who frequents r/Elite Dangerous, for example, on Reddit, probably heard of r/place, which they've done in the past but brought back very recently, and it's only just closed, which is essentially a canvas. If you imagine I think it's 1,000 by 1,000, something like that, canvas where any user can place a pixel in various colors once every 5 minutes. And then obviously, if chaos reigned, obviously it would just be an absolute mess, but fantastically, brilliantly, communities ended up sort of working together and coordinating to put their mark and their image, logo, whatever it is, on the canvas. It was not always people working together. There were some elements of like people fighting for space
and defending space.
And yeah, exactly, and all that sort of stuff. But it did end up looking pretty brilliant. And one section in particular, near the top right-ish corner, both Elite and Star Citizen players came together to celebrate those games in their own little sections.
Yeah, we have an image of this, I think.
Yeah,
somewhere.
and I think we do have a picture of it. Obviously, it was not very many pixels big, so it's going to be low resolution. But I thought this was beautiful.
Very sweet, very sweet. So thank you for all those that did that and took part. So that's very, very kind. Thank you. Does Arf know what the internet is? Yes, I know what the internet is. See what you started now, Bruce. I mean, I'm old.
Sorry about that.
I mean, I am old, but I'm not that old.
But
yes.
I thought it was really nice to see both the communities working together to maintain that little space. So yeah, very heartwarming and wholesome from you guys. So
Yes, thank you very
well
much.
done.
Thank you very much. Okay, so moving on to something else that's not necessarily heartwarming, but definitely adrenaline pumping. It's one of our favourites, Alec Turner's latest SRV shenanigans. And now I watched this, actually, I saw it on Twitter and I watched it and I did have a giggle. We're only going to show part of this because we'd much rather you go to Alec's socials and check it out for yourself and see the full video. But this was an interesting use of the emotes and an SRV and a crate. A crate. And then, yeah, well, I'll let the video speak for itself.
All right, here we go.
Buggy away. integrity at 3.7%. Your SRV was destroyed.
Amazing. There we go. So that was Alec Turner doing what he does best, which is just shenanigans, basically. And 9 times out of 10 involving an SRV, right?
Yeah, usually. Although I think typically he's inside the SRV doing something incredible, amazing. I mean, this was impressive for sure, but a very different take on a stunt where normally I think the aim is to survive. But no, I really enjoyed that.
Yep. And like I say, if you want to check out Alec's actual site, there's a load of outtakes because he makes it look easy, but obviously a lot of effort goes into that. So there are some outtakes, some of which are funny to watch, and it's just the sound of the SRV coming down that it makes me giggle every time. So
yeah, I think we actually, if you want to check out that full video, !Alec will on Twitch link you, I believe, straight to it. So do check that out. We encourage you to have a look.
Cool. So if you just joined us, welcome to Frameshift Live, episode 4. So just a real brief recap. So this is our weekly show, which is 2 hours long. So we cover all things Elite Dangerous. So any dev news we'll put out there, and then all the community news, and then we'll do our gameplay. So it's once a week, every Thursday from 4 till 6. So 2 hours of us. So that's that's it in a nutshell. But the other part is Twitch drops. So Bruce, do you want to talk through the Twitch drops?
Yeah, that's right. So if you head over to twitch.frontierstore.net/elite, you can go ahead and connect your Frontier and Twitch accounts. Doing so will mean that whenever you're watching us on Twitch on the official channel, you'll be racking up time towards exclusive cosmetics that you won't get anywhere else. At the moment, they are from the spring set of paint jobs, and this month it's for the Diamondback Explorer that you're seeing on screen now. That is the calm variant that you can pick up after 1 hour of watch time. And then next we're going to show the lax version. No, we're not going to show the lax version, but there is one, we promise, which looks similar but in different colors. It's more purple, that you will claim after 2 hours. So make sure to do that if you're interested in those. Cool.
All right. So I guess next up we've got some more things to talk about. So those of you that are aware, Lavecon has been away for a little bit because of obviously the world events have caused a bit of an issue.
Yep.
But physical events are now starting to come back around, and Lavecon 2022 has a date and a venue which has been announced. So Lavecon is one of the biggest in-person events to celebrate Elite Dangerous community. This year's date and venue have been confirmed and will be taking place on the 16th and 17th of July at Kents Hill Park in Milton Keynes. If you are interested in attending, you can find out more information at www.hwsevents.co.uk and by following at Lavecon on Twitter. So note that hotel booking should be made via HWS's own website rather than the hotel. So please use their website, otherwise it will cause all kinds of shenanigans with the booking. So yeah, and people will be asking if we're going to be attending. We'll be there. We're just working out the logistics. So you're hearing that first, even in front of Lavecon. I haven't told Lavecon we're going to be there, but we'll be there in some capacity. We hope you get a ticket, and that'd be great to see you. And then talking of which, we got Elite radio shows and podcasts. Bruce, do you want to?
Yeah, absolutely. So last week we went over the various podcasts and radio shows that people in the Elite Dangerous community put on. Okay.
Oh, he's clicking things.
Sorry, just checking
That's all
something.
right.
That's okay. So we'd like to do the same again this week, just to celebrate all of the things that you guys put on. If you're looking for something to listen to, then we have Lave Radio, who went live with episode 385 this week. I think it was on Tuesday. Yeah, blimey. They entitled it Unsung Heroes, and it was dedicated to commanders who've made words. They've made words better than I did. They've made words and contributions to the Elite Dangerous community. So hence Unsung Heroes. Join Edelweiss and the crew for a great discussion around that topic.
I'm so proud of you with that name.
Yeah,
so proud of you.
Well, I had to fix it since last time. I'm just hearing something from our producer. Bear with us, folks. Apologies about that. Let me double check exactly what I'm seeing.
This is where I should break into song and dance to
You should. If you could just do a fill, like a drum fill.
A drum fill? Well, if you provide me a drum kit, I will do a drum fill badly. Have you ever seen the Muppets?
Okay, that was enough, Phil. We're good.
Good. There you go. Yeah, I'm a pro.
So we're experiencing a technical issue. Sorry about that, folks. You might have noticed we've been stuck on this screen for a little while. We're going to go ahead and fix that. Bear with us for 2 minutes, and we'll be right back after this short intermission.